If you've been looking for an apartment to buy in Mérida, Mexico, you've probably noticed that there's dozens of different new developments to choose from.
But there's a problem, guys. Not all apartment projects are building locations that will hold the right value over time.
Today, we're touring Maimará, one of the most talked about boutique developments in Temozón Norte, which is one of the fastest growing areas of North Mérida. We're going to show you the location, the amenities, different apartment layouts, and talk about who this property is for and whether we think it's a smart investment in Merida's current real estate market. And stay until the end, guys, because there's currently special summer promotional pricing that is offering substantial discounts off the original list prices in here. Because it's worth noting, Maimará is a completed project and the units are ready for occupancy. So for those of you who are trepidatious about pre-construction, this is not pre-construction. This is brand new construction ready for you.
Okay, guys, but before we start this video tour, let's answer some questions that everyone always asks us. Why are there so many expats choosing buying real estate in North Mérida?
The answer is pretty simple, actually. This area of North Mérida has become one of the city's main growth corridors. That means you're close to so many everyday amenities that people are looking for. Various malls like La Isla, like the Harbor, like Costco, Sam's Club, Home Depot.
The best hospitals.
And so many universities are in this zone, as well as primary schools and secondary schools for those with family units that require education.
In other words, guys, you are buying convenience.
And convenience always translates into a stronger resale value and demand for rentals. So why Temozón Norte? Let's talk about it.
Temozón Norte has become one of the most desirable neighborhoods all over Mérida City.
And it's not just foreign buyers that are interested in Temozón Norte. It's worth noting that a ton of Mexican families relocating from other parts of Mexico focus on this zone of the city for many reasons.
As well as American and Canadian buyers.
And the occasional European. As we touched on, it's surrounded by tons of new infrastructure, universities, world-class hospitals, schools of all levels, and some of the city's newest commercial centers, which are always an attractive draw.
Is this kind of neighborhood, guys, where you all the time see new infrastructure happening, new restaurants, new big box stores? We see that year after year.
And tons of growth on the residential real estate side of things as well. Last time we were here at Maimará was about, 8 or 9 months ago while the property was still under construction. And today we came back to see the completed project in its beautiful state, and the neighborhood has changed completely.
This is Meghan Noe, Mérida Mexico Bilingual Realtors, powered by XP, and now we're going to introduce you Maimará.
For the second time. You might remember, if you're an avid viewer of the channel, that we've been in Maimará before while it was under construction, but today we're in a completed project and ready to show you the lay of the land. And not to mention that there's a summer promotion on that will not last until winter time, when the buying season always picks up. So if this has been on your short list of interesting properties, don't hesitate, reach out today. Let's talk about your particular real estate goals and see if Maimará is the right purchase for you. By the way, we are specialists in helping foreign buyers navigate the often tricky Yucatecan real estate market as smoothly and painlessly as possible. So if that's you, please scan the QR code, drop us a message, and let's start the conversation about your real estate goals and get to work. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Maimará as a whole. This isn't one of those massive apartment complexes with hundreds of units. This is a boutique feeling, high-end contemporary building. And man, did they do a beautiful job of finishing this in a classic contemporary way.
Provides this residential, private, quiet feeling where you can enjoy one of the most beautiful amenities we've ever seen in an apartment project.
Maimará is not a massive apartment building, which offers exclusive, high-end living with lots of privacy, as well as the amenities that people have come to love in a modern lifestyle. The architecture is clean, contemporary, and designed for buyers who want a modern, low-maintenance lifestyle. So let's talk a little bit about the amenities here in Maimará, which are all completely finished now and looking stunning.
Okay, guys, as you can see in the screen, the pool isn't just a nice feature here. It's one of those amenities that renters actively look for. The same goes on the social spaces. Look at them, rooftop areas, and the most beautiful common areas we ever seen in this kind of projects. They make everyday living more enjoyable while also increasing rental appeal.
Yes, absolutely. So Maimará has the beautiful pool area with lounge chairs all around, an upstairs terrace, a downstairs grill area, wet bar, kitchen. So you can make your social gatherings or Your family barbecues happen there. Maybe just a neighbors get together if you make friends. We have a wonderful common area that can be used in a multitude of different ways, an outdoor playground, a gym, a games room, everything that you might be looking for in a common area or when you're entertaining to have a larger space to enjoy, Maimará has it to offer.
Okay guys, so now let's take a spin on one of the most beautiful units of Maimará.
Welcome back to Maimará. So the upgrades that this builder includes start right here at the front door. The door is floor to ceiling Zalam wood throughout this unit. We have Zalam wood carpentry, and you have your smart lock immediately here. We love the contrast of using the black hardware throughout with the beautiful polished plastered walls. Now you enter into the living space here in Maimará. It's a completely open concept, so it allows for conversation to flow while someone's cooking in the kitchen, somebody's watching something on the television. Just a hint there on the TV, you'll see that it's the Lavenza project, which is by the same incredible builder who has 19 years of history here building in Yucatan. They sure know what they're doing, and they sure know how to deliver a superior project with superior finishings. So speaking of finishings, let's talk about the San Gabriel countertops here, solid granite. And one of the best things about Maimará and this builder is that they've taken note of what people want to be included. And that comes down to cabinetry. So your unit comes with all of the carpentry already in place. It's a beautiful mid-tone oak here in Maimará. And yes, you're outfitted and ready to roll. You have your induction cooktop included. Beautiful matte black hardware throughout, including your double sink area. And this is another really great feature that this builder thinks about, and that's having actual access to fresh air here in your kitchen. You'd be surprised how many properties do not have that feature. So this is great to get a little bit of ventilation in your place. Off of the kitchen, we have your laundry area and your hot water heater, basically your utility room where all of your control panels and machinery will be. If you wanted to add a water softener, it will potentially be in here as well. But yeah, a nice ample space for all of that stuff that's just part of everyday life. And again, with access to external fresh air. There's a really nice flow to the living areas, and the spaces are ample enough to have a full-size 8-person dining area. Add in a built-in workstation if there's homework to do or a home office is happening. And yeah, it just allows you to have some great storage, maximize this living area, and a really great flow of all the different zones of your living space. As we head down the hall, you have a beautifully appointed bathroom here. This has Jack and Jill access to the secondary bedroom and also functions as the powder room.
Such a great idea, guys.
Again, note all the attention to the floor to ceiling details in here. You have your travertine floors running all the way into the shower and all the way up the back wall. Again, access to fresh air here. And the height of the doors is floor to ceiling. And these are not normal standard height ceilings either. These are much higher than the average bear, which is a typical design feature in Mérida Centro, but not necessarily a feature in North Mérida. So again, these considerations that not every developer is thinking about, they really go a long way to this sleek, contemporary, well thought out design. So here we are in the secondary bedroom. And again, let's point out that you are having your cabinetry all included. You may think, well, yeah, of course your closets are included if you're a buyer from Canada or the US. But as we've said time and time again, make sure to check your inclusion list when you're looking at new construction, because oftentimes your closets are not included, or they're a open air concrete shell that you can then do with as you want. For some people, that's a great option that gives them the flexibility to design things the way they want. But for others, they want an actual turnkey product where all the hard nitty-gritty work is done for you, and Maimará is a perfect example of that. This is ready to roll turnkey.
You know what I like? This is a really spacious room where you can even have bigger beds.
Also, it's worth noting that at this time, there's one ground floor unit left. So if you're into this idea of having a slider off of both of your bedrooms, having a nice garden feature, and maybe a little patio to enjoy your morning coffee, well, the ground floor unit is probably the one for you. Let's head into the primary suite, because this is really what modern luxury is about. This is a king-size bed here, and with your own outdoor terrace area, you could add your coffee station just here, so you don't even have to go out to the kitchen. There's all sorts of things you could do with this area, but I think keeping it simple like this design is a good idea. Lean into the tropical plants that don't need too much attention. And even the soffit in the ceiling has been considered and is with a beautiful wood detail. So just highlighting that this developer really goes above and beyond on all the details and the quality of the finishes that he uses here. So come on back through. You'll have your walk-through closet area, all complete with that Zalam carpentry throughout. Your AC units are included when you work with Meghan Noe. We have a double sink feature here, which again isn't always the case in an apartment in North Mérida. Sometimes the space doesn't permit a double vanity. So this is a great feature with the backlit mirror and your Zalam wood carpentry here.
It's important to remember, everyone, that a lot of real estate sold here in Mérida, Mexico doesn't come fully equipped like this apartment. There's a lot of options out there that they don't have closets, they don't have ACs, they don't have ceiling fans, they don't have cabinetry. And this place is set, is ready, completely ready with nice finishings and just ready to rent or just to make the move to Mérida, Mexico and be full-time here, just like we did.
This is a truly beautiful example of contemporary, modern Merida living with all the conveniences of home in Canada or the United States built in here and ready for you. Maimará offers different layouts depending on your specific lifestyle needs. This was an example of a Pentgarden unit, of which one remains and it's available for you. We also have spacious 2 bedrooms on the secondary floors upstairs and penthouse units, which have their own beautiful, expansive rooftop terraces with jacuzzi pools. Available units range from 110 square meters, which is ample for a 2-bedroom, and they go all the way up to 187 square meters per unit on the penthouses.
The value of the price per square feet here is just so different from all the products out there, guys. This is one of the projects that has the biggest square footage in apartments all over Mérida, Mexico.
These are truly spacious units that offer a really comfortable lifestyle for family dynamics, not just for a single person. So let's talk about numbers. One thing that we need to highlight here is that there is a special summer promotion being run by this developer. So if Maimará is on your short list, don't hesitate to reach out through the QR code and let's have a conversation so you can take advantage of this incredible deal that's happening right now. These prices will not last into the winter buying season, that's for sure.
There's only a few units left, guys, and we've sold a lot of them. So we know the availability, how it's working down here.
And it's always shifting. So that's another thing that we need to keep in mind here. Every week units get sold and secured. And so it could change and that Pentgarden unit may not be available by the time you give us a call, but that's okay. We'll find the right unit that is available.
So if you guys want very good located, high-end finishings, residential feeling, and close to the best universities, hospitals, commercial centers, gyms, high-end gyms, etc., this is the place to be, guys. Okay, so I will ask a very quick question here to Meghan. So do you think Maimará is a good investment?
I think that's a pretty simple answer. It's a strong yes for those who prioritize location. Temozón Norte is one of the most sought-out zones for buyers and renters alike. So no matter what your goal is with the property, that's a check mark there. If you're looking for contemporary design and beautifully appointed spaces, Maimará is a strong yes on that front as well. And it's a property that's easy to maintain. There was a lot of consideration to the finishings that were used here to be weather resistant, humidity resistant, and easy to live with, like the travertine floors, like the woods that were chosen throughout the carpentry. This is built for the Yucatan and the way that Yucatan works.
And one very important thing, guys, that we always get questions from all our clients. Who's going to take a look on this place? So we have contact with very good property managers, but Maimará as well has security 24/7. It has a front desk in a lobby area. This place has security personnel keeping an eye on the property all the time. Mérida is one of the safest places all over the Americas, but it's always good that there's always someone here just checking on things, just if you are just far away in the States or Canada and you need a phone call or just have the latest information on what's going on here.
Yes, a controlled environment is always something very desirable for an owner who's not always going to be on site 100% of the time. So Maimará has that very private boutique lifestyle feel, and that comes along with controlled access.
And just remember, guys, always in real estate is location, 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 and this project absolutely has that.
Yes, Temozón Norte continues to be one of the strongest performing areas of Mérida year over year.
Okay, guys, so we are Meghan Noe, Mérida Mexico Bilingual Realtors, and we are fully dedicated on assisting expat clients invest safely in Mérida, Mexico. As you know, guys, we are also investors and we just want to show you the best properties in this beautiful state.
Yeah, we look at everything with an investor's eye because, well, we've acquired quite a few properties here in Merida over the years, and we can't speak highly enough of this builder and the way that they deliver a property. It's spectacular and the quality is second to none. And that goes a long way when you're investing remotely or you're sinking a big chunk of your retirement funds and planning for your future here. It's very important that you get what you expect.
Okay, guys, if you like this video, please subscribe, like, comment down below, and scan this QR code here so we can start the conversations about how to invest safely in beautiful places like this one in Mérida, Yucatan, Mexico.
Yes, if Merida's on your mind, let's talk about your plans and get the ball rolling as soon as possible.
Okay, guys, so that's all, and see you next time.
Until next time, hasta luego.
Bye, guys.